don't want to play a homosexual person, and I won't. I don't care how much of the money they offer me. I had a opportunity to play a film, and it was actually probably could have got me recognized in a film where it was an actor, but I had to sleep with a man, and I said no.
Welcome to another edition of Men on the Rise, where we always talk to great individuals who have done phenomenal things, and we want to talk about their journey. And today I have a privilege of talking to a good friend who's been doing some amazing things, and so we're going to jump into this conversation. Today we have our guest, Diverse. Diverse,
Yes,
how you doing, my
man,
man?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
cool, man. Well, definitely, man. I just want you to take a few seconds just to introduce yourself, let the people know who you are.
Well, my name is Diverse. That's what I go by as far as the industry, but I'm really Clinton Maul, Maul. But um, I'm a playwright, an actor, a poet. I wear a lot of hats, but right now I'm full time playwriting and director and producer. So it's great.
Man,
It's
cool,
great.
cool, man. Well, man, like I said, we've been knowing each other for a short time, but man, I love what you're already doing. And
Yes,
so I
sir.
want to just have a conversation, man, because
Yeah.
we talked about not only the fact of using our talents for ourselves, but how can we help others along the journey? And
Right.
so, man, I really want to have that conversation with the people, just let them know of some things we're talking about. But I just kind of want to talk about your journey, man. So if you don't
Yeah.
mind, just kind of give the people a little bit about, first of all, I want to know how you got the name Diverse.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we'll talk
Yeah.
about you. So if you don't mind sharing with people right quick.
Okay, well, man, diverse came because I didn't know my purpose yet. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So I was going into a lot of different fields, and every field I was going into, I wanted to be the best at it. And some guy like, oh, you diverse, bro. Like you do this, you do this. But when I learn something, I want to learn the format first.
mm,
But once I learn the format, I try to put a little twist in there
yeah.
so people can know it's me, right?
Mm,
So I want to be different. So that's why when the guy said that, I went home and I'm like, man, I like that. He called me diverse. So he kind of just stuck with me because I try to do everything different from the next. Not
mm,
not saying I'm better, nothing like that, but I just like to twist it a little bit just
mm-hmm.
to show people it's me. Like you
Yeah.
can't you can't stamp that if I'll do something just tad bit different. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You put your touch to it. You put that
Yeah.
1%. That's always something that's major. I love that you said that, but because each and every one of us have a unique signature. We
Yes,
all do
sir.
things different. So it's never you want to be a copycat, but why be a copycat when you can be a great original, right?
And because original, you put yourself in a field where you have nothing to compete.
Yeah.
When you original, no one does it the way you can do it.
Mm,
And that's what goes for everybody. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So I love the name. It follows me. But I've been on a journey, man. I've been acting. Start off in acting in 2005, man. I went to college and I had my first debut of being on the stage, and I kind of fell in love with it. Instead of being goofy to my friends and stuff, I'm actually can jump into a character and really like make that character come alive. So I really started loving it, but I didn't actually start being in like community productions till like 2013 and stuff like that. A guy named go by the name of Joe P. King from St. Louis. He picks me up on this powerful play called Real Life, and I got to be an actor. I'm like a
Mm,
real actor, not this college stuff. Like
okay.
a real actor. And I started to feel that vibe. And I said, oh man, I here I am again in a
Uh,
creative world. I see
mm,
something I like, but let me put a twist to it.
yeah.
So I started to add some twist to it, and somebody came to me and said, look, dude, you be doing poetry, you do comedy, you do acting. Have you ever thought about writing? I said,
Mm,
all right now, what are you talking about? It's like, well, produce a play. And I already had a play in mind, but I was nervous. It wasn't my lane, it wasn't my field. And lo and behold, man, I did it November 2nd, 2018. I
Mm.
put it on. I just wanted to see if I could do it, man.
Okay.
Just to be real honest with you, I didn't have a goal. I didn't know nothing I was doing. Ashley was cutting off lights in my pocket.
Hmm.
When I was getting off stage, I clicked the light off in my pocket. I
Yeah.
was controlling everything, bro.
Yeah.
And that show took off.
Wow.
That show took off, and it put me on an 8 month tour. It allowed me to meet people that I would have
Hmm.
never met, and so man, I was just astonished by the feedback and how my play was affecting people.
Wow.
So it just made me write even more, and here I am now, over 7 years later.
Hmm.
This year will be my seventh year.
Wow.
November 18th will be my seventh. No, second will be my 7th year doing this thing, and I'm just amazed, man. I'm
Okay.
just amazed at how far I came.
It's great, man, that saying that you had a passion and a heart for this. And let me ask you,
Mm.
what drew you to even want to get into acting? Even see this as something that you wanted to do.
A friend of mine knew of me as a poet, and she was the stage manager of real life, and she was really just looking for talent, anybody that was good, and so she asked me, "Diverse, you think about doing?" I said, "Man, I did some college stuff, man, but
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a goofy dude." She's like, "Man, I got a character that will really fit you." So I got in there, man. I think maybe by my second rehearsal, I
Hmm.
fell in love, man.
Wow.
I fell in love with the fact that this one guy was standing next to me,
Hmm.
and we was goofing off, talking, and but when he get on stage,
Hmm.
he was totally different.
Wow.
And I was like, "Wait a minute, that ain't the same person I was just talking to, man. What?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's acting." Like, you know what I mean? And I see
Hmm.
all the other people in the room and changing and getting into this. And I was like, "Man, I think I love this."
Hmm.
And at the time, not to get too deep, but at the time, I didn't know who I was. So to be somebody else, it was allowing me to escape.
Hmm.
It was like, okay, well, I ain't even got to worry about who I am. I'm this person now. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it was really giving me, it was my therapy. I didn't like reality, so let me get into this role,
Yeah.
and people kept saying, "Man, you play that role," but they not knowing I'm using it as an escape.
Hmm. Man, that's awesome, man. So
Yeah,
definitely you was able to find something that you feel like you'll be a part of and you can
yeah,
grow into that.
yeah,
And
man.
so how long now you been really doing the acting part and it developing to the more and more over time, right?
Yeah, man. So I say, well, 2013. Now what's it? Man, we going on with 13 years, man. 13 years, and I tell people, man, I love acting. I really do, but I love creating more.
Hmm.
I love taking someone like myself, starting out and grooming them and getting them to the point where they can be a phenomenal actor.
Hmm.
Just giving them the skills
Hmm.
um, that I learned along the way, but also it was something embedded in me to know how to learn how to tap in. And I'm like, man, people be doing X, Y, and Z to learn how to tap in, but they not knowing they can just go straight to X if they knew just
Hmm.
one little skill. So I want to start going around and teaching them people that one skill that can teach them how to jump in any character, no matter who it
Wow.
is. If you got that one skill, you can do it.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah.
Man, that's good, man. So let's talk about your journey. So when you got going into acting, you kept on progressing. Of course, you say you from
Mm.
St. Louis, right?
Yes, yeah, St.
And
Louis.
so let's talk about that journey of where it led you to through your career.
Yeah, well, my acting journey led me into actually working with William Blunt, the MD for Tyler Perry. I was able to work with Howard Williams, Jermaine Hopkins from Lean on Me, Terrell Phillips from Notorious B.I.G. Man, I was able to meet a lot of people. But for doing it, just being skillful, and I was coming in with a humble spirit. I was green, but
Hmm.
I didn't want to feel like I was green. I didn't want people to walk up to me and say, "Oh, I can tell that's your first play." I wanted to be a shock. So when I was telling people, "Man, you did amazing," "Oh man, this is my first time." What? I love that reaction. So I was like, how can I get that reaction more out of people? So man, I end up having an opportunity before COVID hit, just by pursuing my dreams, where I was able to go on an 8 month tour. Somebody stood up in my audience like, "I want to invest in you. I wanna see this through with you. And they was able to be my financial backing. So I was able to just call on them and say, hey, this city wants us to come down. It's gonna cost this much. Okay, here, boom, and we there. Boom, we there. Boom, we there. So I was just that was my process. But I ran into a hiccup. COVID came. Wasn't prepared, of course. I had the street mentality where money was coming so fast. The faster it came in, the faster it was going out. Because I was gonna do it. I was making it back the next weekend or whatever. So when COVID hit and I kept getting fined, I had 3 shows already booked that I didn't get my money back for because it was non-refundable. And I lost myself again. I'm like, here I am thinking I got it all together. I got everything I want. I ain't gotta work for nobody. COVID shut me down. Didn't know what to do.
Wow.
Because I was in the entertainment world. We couldn't entertain. We couldn't throw shows. We couldn't bring people in the same room. And I didn't know how to transition to the internet because I was from my past. I was the type of person where you had your phone in my face or phone up anyway. I was trying to be nowhere around the scene. So I didn't know nothing about no internet. I didn't even want to be nowhere near it. Even though I knew that was my last resort. So I lost myself. I had to get another job doing coke because I was afraid of the internet. I was afraid to put my face on there. I'm like, what if somebody can connect the dots? From I'm not this person anymore. I'm not that person anymore. But I'm like the internet. People don't know that. They might be like, hey, I remember him 10 years ago, and I just didn't want to coexist in that same atmosphere, man. So I guess I was somewhat running, but God brought me back around and said, listen, man.
Yeah. Well, man, sometimes those spots, and I share it this way, being those times are uncomfortable creates a drive, and you have to figure it out. Versus being when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Because during that time you made some adjustments. You even moved to another location.
Yeah.
So it pushed you to move and think different. Because when you're comfortable, you're like, okay, I'm good on this.
Yeah.
You probably would have kept down that same lane, but it drove you to see life different and make some shifts. So with that uncomfortable, what did that create for you?
It created a spirit to get closer with God. When I thought I had it going on, I didn't pray as much. I didn't seek Him at all. I always believed in God. I never lost my belief, but I wasn't talking to Him. I had it all. What I'm praying for? I don't need nothing. So I thought I kind of looked at it like that. But doing that, man, I really found out, man, keeping your relationship with Him and being uncomfortable is the best place I like to be now. I don't want to be. Once I get too comfortable, hey, something about to happen. Something to get. So I want to be a little uncomfortable because it keeps me on my toes, keeps my mind sharp, and it's a preparation thing. Uncomfortability is really to prepare you.
Yeah, you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Let that be your new norm, right?
Yeah.
So that drives you, man. I'm in a season now where things shifting. It's uncomfortable. It got me up though. It got me staying up early, getting up early and staying up late. Because you like this is you have to now move a little more precise. You got to be more intentional. You got to not take time off and scroll as much and all that. Now you got to put that stuff away. And
put
focus.
all that stuff away and focus, man. And because you're talking to a person where I went through so many mental transitions in life. From a kid that grew up with suspenders trying to be a pastor to find out I was adopted at 11 and turning to the streets, trying to play something that I knew I wasn't. I was never a gangster. Was never even built. You see me, y'all. I'm short as that thing, but I thought I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to be a dumb gangster because I knew I was too small to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody taking my cookie. So I said, I gotta do this. I gotta play this chess where I made one side of the world is look at me as schoolboy, this. So if the other world caught up with me, I have all these people that can vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was living a double life. No one knew this guy. But because the street guy, I played the background role. I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to do nothing because I didn't want to go to jail. But I supply you.
Mm-hmm.
I got the funds, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I know how the strategy, I know how to move it, I know different things where we won't get caught. So I had people that would just do it for me, and man, one day it was not even my crime,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even my crime, but it gave me a wake up call because a man ended up getting beat by another guy, and the lady pinned out said it was me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm sitting in a cell, finna go to jail for something I didn't do. But
Wow.
in the midst of that, I'm sitting in the cell like
Wow.
this. This can be your life, bro.
Wow.
If you don't stop what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't you this time. You
Mm-hmm.
got something to fight for this time. But if they go a little deeper now that they got you in here,
Mm-hmm.
you might not leave because they might find something.
Wow.
So it just kind of made me feel like, dude, you bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
You worth more than that. Find a
Mm-hmm.
different way.
Yeah.
Um, But St. Louis is one of the cities, the more you try to grow and get above that, the more people try to pull you back down.
Yeah.
What you think you better than us or something?
Wow.
What you would you keep saying you ain't no street person? You think you better than the street people? Like, nah,
Yeah.
bro, I ain't better than y'all.
Yeah.
I just don't have that
Yeah.
mindset where it's a do or die for me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna do this till I die. I couldn't have that mindset.
Yeah.
But after I did stop doing that,
Mm-hmm.
my finance went down.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm broke. So I got to deal with that mindset. What
Mm-hmm.
do that look like for me? So I went through a very a very dark place in my life before I turned 21 that I didn't know if I wanted to live.
Mm-hmm.
I was done, man.
Yeah.
I was done trying things. I'm like, dang, the streets didn't work
Mm-hmm.
for me. Now this 9 to 5 not working for me. God, what you
Mm-hmm.
got for me?
Wow.
What's for me? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I just really started to pray into my purpose, man. And like I said, once I went to school, God really started to reveal my purpose was creating.
Mm-hmm.
I was not made to fit in or
Mm-hmm.
be involved in something that already exists. I was
Okay.
made to create something that doesn't.
Wow. It's good, man. So now you going through, and what type of work were you doing to kind of keep you afloat? Were you?
Man, I wouldn't lie to you, man. I was going to any job that paid well.
Okay.
It didn't matter if it was a dishwasher,
Mm-hmm.
what management. I always found my way, even if I came in at entry level, they ended up making me a manager before the year was up because they said I had a leader mentality. But I even had to think of that. I'm like, if they can see it in me, why can't I see it in myself?
Wow.
And if I'm a leader, what am I doing at the
Mm-hmm.
entry level? Why can't I need to find somewhere I can start off on the level that I'm on. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's really what it was. For a long time though, I did use my past as a crutch. Well, I'm like, this job laid me off. I know where to get the money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that will happen. You know, I get laid off or something, man. For 2 or 3 months, I go back out there, but then I find, I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I only did it to find a job. Or if I got tight, I do that, what they
Yeah.
call a quick flip, and
Yeah.
then do that. And it's like, dude, this is not really me. And
Yeah.
I had a point where I ended up losing a childhood friend, and we supposed to went to college together.
Mm-hmm.
Our dream was he was gonna go to school to play basketball, and I was going to school to pursue music, and we was gonna make it together. So when he died, because he chose the streets, that really woke me up. Because I'm like, okay, okay, I
Yeah.
can't keep going back to this life because it's jealous people in this life, or it's people that ain't jealous that this is their life for real. And
Mm-hmm.
me jumping back in is disrespectful to them. It's offensive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they might take me out
Mm-hmm.
because I'm taking from their plate,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not there to stay. I'm wiping your plate clean, and I'm going over and finding a new meal. Why this is really your meal, your
Mm-hmm.
lunch, your breakfast, your dinner. You know. So I just had to see it in that way.
Wow.
I had to see
Man,
it. Yeah.
man, that's good, man. So everything that got you through that time to lead you into the space of you now acting, and then from there, you all those experiences. I know you told me you was really had your hands into the industry pretty
Yeah.
heavy. So
Yeah.
you was pretty much on the film side. Were you in music? What all areas?
So I first started out, and it's been years, so I can't get even sued for this. But I first started off as a ghostwriter for Atlantic Records, and because my first love was music.
Okay.
First love was music, man. Ghost writing for people, writing hooks or arrangements. They might come in with a song, and I write arrangement for them. But I found out how the devil was in the music,
Mm,
you know. So it didn't align with my faith. As much
yeah.
as I loved it, it didn't love me back because I wasn't willing to fold or bend in areas that challenged my faith.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to find a career that I could still believe in God and be successful. Now, I'm not saying you can't believe in God and be successful in music. That was my story because most of my music was sexual.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and being a sexual ghostwriter will put you in a lot of sexual situations,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And I went with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it was challenging my faith. So, acting came a world I was still able to write. I was still able to be creative, but I was able to be and maintain my integrity.
Okay. That's good, man. That's good. Is there any roles that you said no to?
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm still gonna say no to.
Okay.
And no offense, I because you can get counseled these days, so this is a very touchy subject. I lost my career with Atlantic Records because I won't say his name, um, but he was making a lot of passes at me. And when I went into the film and plays, I made it very stern that it's certain roles I won't play, and not because I don't like these particular style of people, is that it doesn't align with me and my faith. Even though all people say, "Oh, you're just acting and all that," I'm one of them actors. I want to do my research. I want to feel the character. I actually want to become it.
Mm-hmm.
And that role for me, I didn't want to become, and that was just a homosexual person. I didn't. I don't. To each his own. Um, but I don't want to play a homosexual person,
Mm-hmm.
and I won't. I don't care how much of the money they offer me. I had a opportunity to play a film, and it was actually probably could have got me recognized in a film where it was an actor, but I had to sleep with a man, and I said no.
Mm-hmm. Wow, man. Well, sometimes not every good thing is a God thing, and it's sometimes what you willing to sell your soul for. And that's good. I know what you're saying. And so a lot of times it's you have to go with your convictions.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying, God want to know, can I trust you in this lane?
Yes.
And since then, let's talk about what happened in your journey of acting since that time.
Well, since that time, me choosing that role, people stopped reaching out to me as far as acting, but it opened more doors for me producing. Um, okay, you don't want to play that role, but can you create? Can you write? Can you do this? And if I didn't stand firm to that, I probably would have never got the other side of that opportunity, man. Being assistant showrunner for TP, been able to help my friend from back home, St. Louis, Eric Luther Ingram, which is the son of Luther Ingram that used to sing "Love You Is Wrong, I Don't Wanna Be Right." That opened the door for me, man. I was in that film, and we keep winning to this day. It's still
Mm-hmm.
winning. Every film festival it gets in. We just
Okay.
won the Nashville International Black Film Festival. We run the New York Oktoberfest Film Festival last year. We won Atlanta Film Festival last year. So it really opened up doors when where I thought it would have closed door because of what I
Mm-hmm.
stood for. It really opened the doors because what a lot of people don't understand is in this industry, they got several lanes. You just got to pick one. Now, if you one of the people that want to be in every lane to get on, you'll find yourself in some mess. But if you stick to your lane, you might miss a lot of these opportunities. But man, your lane has plenty of opportunities. You ain't never got to lack for sticking to your lane. And
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn that. So I found my
Wow.
lane. I'm sticking to it. I do work with gays. I do write those parts in some of the things that I write.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I just don't portray it. That's
Mm-hmm.
all.
We got you, man. And so now that you've been doing the directing side, what's some of the projects and some of the experiences you've had in this space?
Like what? Like
or
spent.
some of your plays or some of the opportunities you gotten done. You say you want to tour as
Yeah,
an actor. Now you created some other stuff that you now doing going tour. What's some of the
yeah.
things that you're working on now?
Okay. Well, right now I am preparing myself to submit myself to Foxworth Theater in New York. That is one of my big dreams to make one of my plays meet Broadway, and I have a strong opportunity to do that. So I'm recording November 15th at the McGirt Auditorium to record to submit. That, and then also I was able to win Best Director Award for the Ace Awards for being a director. I won that this year for the Ace Awards in Charlotte, and so it just opened up doors for me because people see that I love my craft and I push people to their limit
Mm,
to get the best out of them. So I love them. I feel like I'm the best actor, but man, my directing it produced best actors, and I write roles where people can win awards with. So I think I get more of a love to see someone else flourish than be always the guy that got to flourish. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So it taught me. But another program I'm working on right now is a sitcom. I'm writing a sitcom because think about it, man. We don't have no living singers no more. We don't have
mm,
no Mark no more. We don't
mm,
have no Family Matters. Where is that?
mm,
With my wife and kids, we need the Cosby's. We need a house show
mm.
that we can sit around the TV like we grew up
Yeah.
and watch it as a family. So right now I'm working on that.
Okay.
So yeah, man.
Man,
So
that's good, bro. That's good. Like I say, I love the fact that you're generous to want to see other people win. You like we talked about, you like to see people who this may be a first hand at it, and you
mm,
bringing them up and you grooming them and showing them, giving them
yeah,
opportunities to get out there and really do. And so even the play that I got a chance to attend, man, it's like it was a combination of a musical.
yeah.
And so I don't know if that's more your style of type of filming, or are you
No,
versatile and all those different
actually,
things.
my first play was that. As far as all that music that was going on, that was my first, man. I try to stay away from it because when I got dropped from Atlantic Records, because I got hit on. And when I made my statement, I made it in a very rudely way, not knowing that the people around me had children that was from that community and
Mm,
they felt the fit. But I was just at a point where I just got tired of being hit on, so I was just saying anything to, to shut the advances down, not knowing I was disrespecting the whole community. Which
mm,
I wasn't trying to do that. I was just like, dude, I was tired. I was just
mm,
tired. Like, stop, bro.
mm,
No mean no.
mm,
And doesn't matter how many times you ask me, it ain't gonna weaken me down. It's
mm,
actually making me stronger to tell you no. You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
mm,
And you bringing that past dude out where now you about to put yourself in a situation where you could get touched. But so yeah, man. I'm just thank God that He carried me through where a lot of people obstacles probably would have broke them. That it just allowed me to know that that wasn't my lane
mm,
to just go somewhere else. And
mm,
I didn't get ugly with it. I didn't try to blast nobody. And wasn't trying to get no money off of it. I said, hey, this is
mm,
not my lane.
mm.
I'm cool. It works for you.
Yeah,
It don't
that's
work for
right.
me. You know.
Mm,
But yeah, man, I want to be able to build a platform where people like myself can have the tools and the resources, man, because for some reason, man, we don't like to open the gate.
mm,
We don't like to give the knowledge to help you because, man, if I give you the knowledge, you might precede me. And I hate that mentality. So I want to show people that it is okay to share people
mm,
flyers
yeah.
and they doing the same thing as you.
Mm,
It's okay to show up and be in the audience and not be recognized. You just there as a regular audience member showing support. It's just okay to support people
mm,
because that energy when they know that you're
mm,
doing it from a pure heart and not just getting recognition, you can pick
yeah.
up a phone and ask things that you would never get.
Mm,
Or sometimes you don't even got to pick up the phone. You got
yeah.
people like yourself when I first met you, and I feel like all the stuff I've done brought you to me
Mm,
because God see, okay, man, this man need a little help. Let me bring somebody with a good spirit on them that don't mind picking up the phone and say, hey, how can I help you?
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? I felt like that was birthed by me just being there for other people without wanting nothing.
Mhm.
I mean, money, nothing, man.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I just want to
Mhm.
birth that from people, man. I got a
Mhm.
big project that I want to do as far as theater here in Charlotte, but we're gonna keep it on the rest till we get to that point.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want the people that got the money already to go and take it, cause
Yeah.
that's been my history as well, man.
Yeah.
I've written some big name songs that people love, but I never got the recognition because I didn't know how to hold my mouth. I write something or I do something, I send it to somebody that was in the industry. Say, "Oh, I'm ready. This is gonna make me." And they say, "Oh yeah, well I'll give you a call back." I never hear back
Mm.
from them, so I'm thinking the project was horrible. And then I see it on TV or I hear it on
Ooh.
the radio, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Yeah. Man, let's
wow,
talk on that thread. We talked about that earlier while we was eating lunch about this. Sometimes you've been burnt in life. Some people will take your kindness as weakness
yeah,
or take advantage of those things. And sometimes we'll harbor that and say, well, I got to kind of be selective of letting other people in
yeah,
because where we've been before.
yeah,
And so I was telling him something I heard from Creflo Dollar, who said it like this. He said, you can't take advantage if I gave you the advantage. So some things are seed and other things, you know what I'm saying, it's your harvest.
right,
And so knowing what I know now, I know some things I gotta put seed in the ground, like what you were just saying.
yeah,
The things you sown, now you reaping. Like
yeah,
you sow kindness to others, you're gonna reap kindness back in return. It's
yeah,
gonna come multiple ways, and I can't allow my cause those who before took my kindness as weakness to
yeah,
not let other people in who genuine on being kind. Now, of course, you want to not just be vulnerable or make yourself just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes you have to do that in measurements.
yeah,
But you don't
yeah.
let someone into your bedroom first day. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? You
right.
gotta
You gotta
test certain
test them. You
spaces,
gotta test them.
but you do want to allow people not to allow them in. You gotta be open to allow people in. And so knowing that we had that conversation
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, that's true. And then also working with people that so just because a person they're right, they may not have all the good intentions for you. That doesn't shouldn't shut you away from not working with them altogether. You
Mm,
got to learn how can you work with this person. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a firm believer that everybody got something good in them.
mm,
You know, we ain't all bad. You know what I mean? Because then how can we say we was built from a creator,
mm,
right? We just willing to display our bad instead of showing our good.
mhm,
But when you love on somebody that's hating on you, you'll be amazed how that energy will switch
mhm,
and they'll start showing you their good instead of their bad.
yeah,
But if you meet bad with bad, that's all you will see.
mhm,
So I learned that the best professional business relationship probably somebody that you don't always agree with,
yeah,
you know, because when I come down to have those conversations, whatever they say, you can hold it to their back because they don't like you.
yeah,
So if you're doing something wrong, they gonna pick that
yeah,
first.
yeah,
So
yeah.
when they started to be able to tell you stuff good about you and all that, and you sitting there like, man,
You know the
man,
truth.
I know it's true because this person don't like me.
Yeah, yeah,
Instead of getting that yes person, the person love you, and they gonna tell you everything you're doing is good, and then you
yeah.
first get your first no, it's like, wait a minute, I've been getting all these yeses. So I feel like, man, learn how to work with people, but accept them. Accept
Mhm.
them for who they are. When you
Yeah.
accept them, they don't bother you no more.
Mhm.
If this person is difficult to work with for us anything, just say the film industry, man, you might have directors that don't know how to speak to you like you're a human being. But you see they project and you be like, man, they create amazing projects. Do you
Mhm.
not work with them?
Mhm.
Do you not want to be a part of that amazing project? Or do you go in there as a man or as a woman with your values, with your things? Hey, let me talk to you, man.
Mhm.
I appreciate and I respect who you are. First of all, that's gonna catch them off guard that they yelling at you and you're gonna say, hey, brother, I respect and know what you do. I honor you. I just can't receive you in the way that you how you approaching me.
Mhm.
You challenge them to change instead of the
Mhm.
opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't meet aggression with aggression. You kind of be a civilized person in there and approach it in a way of love. And so yeah, I see that, man. So now let's just ask you, man. You got this project you working on. Say, um, this is a stream of other things you're working on.
Mm-hmm.
So just got to give people who maybe want to get in this space, even knowing how to maneuver and how to
Yeah.
even think forward. You know what I'm saying? You may think that, okay, I know I want to be great in whether it's acting or even going to different areas of the industry.
Mm.
What's some things that you would give them to say, man, this is how I would approach it and build from there?
Well, this is something that I would want to tell the world, man. I wish somebody would have told me, whatever field you want to get into, do your research. Don't just do the research of how much I would get paid by being in the industry. That ain't research. You know what I'm saying? Don't do about what you can benefit off of it. Research everything about your lane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, because by doing your research, you're gonna really find out if it's for you or not,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then being able to sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice, bro. I don't go out. I don't club anymore, right? Um, and I noticed that when I was really started to see my career move, I had to let all of those parts go of me.
Mm-hmm.
The entertainment of my soul,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because once you get into the industry and you get to a certain point, the party's coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's a given, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they instead of being parties just to get drunk and have fun, it becoming networking parties.
Mm-hmm.
They different vibes, right? You still in the same area as everybody else, but your intentions are different.
Mm-hmm.
You don't stay as long.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get as drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because you're handling business. So I would tell people, man, do your research and be willing to sacrifice what you love to get what you need.
Yeah.
You know. And last but not least is jump out on faith. Jump out on faith. If you did your after you do your research, after you hone your craft, now it's time to jump. Now it's time to put yourself for the first time in your life in an uncomfortable position where you don't know the outcome. That's what I mean by jump. Because if you know what tomorrow may be, that's not a jump.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about jumping.
Yeah.
When I moved to Charlotte, I had nothing. I didn't know what I wanted to do here, but move here to build. But I started to do my research. And I started to find out they never had a black owned theater here.
Mm-hmm.
When theater was birthed in the Carolinas, as far as
Mm-hmm.
us,
Mm-hmm.
they never had community programs that was teaching us career life themes as far as entertainment. This is a sports city.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to be a football star, basketball star, and all
Mm-hmm.
that here.
Yeah.
But you got thousands of people that's not good in that
Mm-hmm.
era.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? You know what I'm saying? So by me doing my research, I found my lane here. I found my path. So when I planted here, now I got a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can move with my mission.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Man, that's good, bro. Well, I'm proud for you, man. We're definitely gonna do all we can to support everything you're doing. If people want to connect with you, find out more about what you got going on, how can they be able to reach out to you?
all right, I'm not social media savvy, but I'm trying to be. So my Instagrams are diverse. Everything's gonna be diverse nation. You look up got diverse nation, you're gonna it's gonna pop me up. So diverse nation 05 for Instagram, diverse theater for my professional page on Instagram, Clinton Diverse Maul on Facebook, and then Diverse Nation Productions is my personal website. But you can find me any other place. Yeah, I got some things coming, man. I got some things coming.
Man.
I got some things cooking up. I want to
Mm-hmm.
do some sitcoms here. Like I said, that family show that I grew up with. My kids don't get to grow up with, man. Have you know,
Yeah.
like cartoons are different,
Yeah.
man.
You know, you have a subject line, or it just do whatever come
It
up to
just do
mind.
whatever it do. You be like, Lord, and it's
Wait,
so crazy that
uh,
our cartoons were stick figures, man. These
mm-hmm.
full grown figure
Yeah.
people in cartoons, and they talking about stuff that you like that ain't supposed to be in no cartoon,
No,
man. You
no,
know.
yeah.
So I really want to build that softness for our kids, where we can be vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
we can be who we are, and then I want to. I didn't come from a rich background. If my mother had the money to put me in everything that I had interest in, I probably be farther along. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to also build a platform for the community that doesn't can afford it, and I want to give it to them for free, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because that investment. Think about this: if we invest in the next um Steven Spielberg. What's my other man that did Do the Right Thing?
Quite well.
Spike Lee. If we invest in a Spike Lee, we and don't want nothing from him,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see that he gonna get all the way to be Spike Lee and not come back to that same program and talk to them kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't. I was once sitting in that same seat. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So we birth generational wealth just by investing in them.
Wow. That's
And these
good.
kids need it these days.
Mm-hmm.
They need they need us more than we needed our parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We was at a time in our life where we understood our parents working all the time, so we gotta go outside and kind of become our own person. But nowadays, life is all computerated. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to do so much work, so it frees up more of your time. So now you do have the time to really
Mm-hmm.
sow that seed into your kid. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And they need it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't handle the stress that we can handle.
Exactly.
Suicide rates for children is higher than they ever been.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they don't know.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Well, man, I want to thank you for taking time
Yes, sir. I
to
like
come
this.
through. And we're gonna this is the first of many others we're gonna do, man. Like I say, we got some stuff we brewing up, so y'all stay tuned. And we're gonna be
Yeah.
dropping some stuff to you. But definitely, man, if y'all in the area on what day the game, go ahead and
Oh,
share.
November 15th, we're going to be at the McGirt Auditorium, guys. We are recording this live, so please come dress your best. We're going to have the red carpet effect. Um, we gonna build this thing up to show people just because we're a community theater, we don't put on community theater shows. We put
Mm,
on something that if you went on Broadway, you went to Blumenthal, you would get the exact same experience, guys. We have Janora Brown from The Voice and American Idol that will be uh, hitting us with her hit single "Hold On." So we got some good talent in that. We have Marcus Scott that's playing our lead role. Man, this man been in what maybe 6 to 7 productions, man, this year, man. So it's just amazing that all the talent we have. My son
okay.
is doing his first debut.
Oh, that's
His
what's
first
up. That's
debut,
what's
he's
up.
playing the little guy Jacob. We
Okay.
replaced him, and so now my son is doing that. So the thing about this, and I know we were close, but I prayed last year how I can fulfill my God-given gift, but also be a great father.
Mm,
Because on my 8 month tour, man, I wasn't able to be in my son's life. I had to give up some rights. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to see him as
mm,
much as I wanted to. So I prayed to God that it could exist with both. Can I do both, right? And I went to go pick up my son for the summer, just for a summer vacation. I had you for the summer, I send you back home, and I was able to get him full time.
mm. There
He
you
yours. So now I get to be with him, and now we get to coexist, right? He get to be in my play. He's right beside me, and I still get to be my director. I
go.
still get to be that, but I got him right there, man, and get to groom him
Mm,
up, and I love it, man.
man, that's awesome.
I'm enjoyed right now.
Man, that's awesome, bro. So good to see that, man. And I know your son, very talented, sing, act, and all that too, right?
Yeah,
Man,
man.
that's
He's
awesome.
he's a little character, man. And he's a little mini me, man. But thank God that I'm at a position that my parents wasn't, that I can sow that seed into him
Yeah.
with every interest he has. I'm able to put him and know the people in the industry or that can help him along the way that I just didn't have, man. I just didn't
Mm,
have. So I've been blessed, man.
man, that's awesome.
God has really took me out of my dark place.
Well, man, that's cool, man. Well, like I say, man, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your
Yes,
journey,
sir.
telling your story, because what you've gone through is actually going to help and bless someone else to know that they have something in them. They have a gift, they have a talent
Yes.
that if they just stir up that gift and walk out on it, man, they can actually be something amazing that the world is yet to see. And so we want to encourage you to take from what you hear today and take action. Like he said, do your research, do your homework, and then step out there on it.
Jump
And
out there.
yeah.
Jump and don't. We said it earlier. We gotta say it. Don't be afraid to fail.
So true.
Fail is success.
Yes.
Failure is success.
Yeah.
Trump promise you, failure is not the end. It's actually the beginning.
Yeah.
And we need to start promoting it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can never succeed if you never fail. It's not
So true.
possible. It's
So
not
true. I
possible.
can't tell you how many times. Last episode, I failed. Guess what I did? We did a whole episode in here, and I
Yeah.
forgot to turn my mics on.
Oh,
I tell. But guess what
you
happened?
know what?
We back now,
We
right?
back
We didn't
now.
give up. We didn't stop because you made a failure. So it's not the end of the game. Not
It
that
ain't,
everything's gonna
man.
call. It's not the end of the world.
I love
So
it.
keep learning, keep growing. I made sure I double checked. I had the mics on today.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if you in Rock Hill or the surrounding areas, and I want to say it like this: if you ever had a time in your life that you needed God to answer you, but you didn't know how to come to God, come to this show.
yes.
If you are a Christian and you believe in God, but somehow life is lifing right now, and you're at a tiptoeing where you're kind of questioning. We got to be real with this thing, man.
Cool.
I was watching that Kurt Franklin thing, is where some Christians feel like they can't be vulnerable because then it shows that they don't believe. No, man, God wants you to be raw.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't use no one in the Bible that thought they had it all together. Okay, please, if you are in that time, you're a Christian and your faith is being tested right now, come to the show. And if you don't believe at all, right, we even want you in the show because we are at a time in our life right now where you're gonna have to do something, but we want to show it to you in a different way than a churchy way. We want to show you life that you're going through, that same person, and how they got out of it. And maybe you can see some similarities and get some motivation. So
That's good.
November 15th, you can hit me up for the tickets or you can pay at the door. The show starts at 5.
There it is, man. Well, thank y'all so much for tapping in. We look forward to seeing you again. If you like what you said, subscribe to the channel. But guess what? Yeah, y'all be great. No doubt.
No doubt, no doubt.